A couple of weeks ago, you might have seen that headline in the giant crypto liquidation of 2025, $15 billion of liquidations. And when we see headlines like this, it's typical for us to think, wow, $15 billion of actual cash disappeared. Nope. That's not how it works. The headline doesn't mean that people actually lost $15 billion. So here's a quick reframe for what's actually happening. Liquidations are leveraged positions that people were forced to close by exchanges like Coinbase and Binance. And the number being reported is the notional size of the positions, not the actual cash that people had in the positions. So think about it for a second. If you have $100 in your account and you open a $2,000 long with 20 times leverage, if you get liquidated, the exchange closes your $2,000 position, but you only lost about $100 plus fees, not the full $2,000. You didn't have $2,000. And that's the difference between notional versus real or spot money. And so for context, a couple of weeks ago, crypto had the biggest wipeout that it's ever had. It was bigger than FTX. Newsrooms showed that $19 billion of liquidations happened as Bitcoin dumped only about 14% and ETH fell only about 12%. And again, that's the single biggest liquidation or forced closing on record, but that was the size of the positions, not the realized cash losses, which makes it a lot different from something like FTX where people just logged in and didn't have their money anymore. So what was actually lost? Estimates after the crash were something around low billions of dollars, not the 19 billion or 14 billion or tens of billions that were reported in a lot of these headlines. Another headline you might have seen is 500 billion wiped off of market cap of crypto. And in my opinion, we can expect those numbers to get a lot bigger in the future because the industry as a whole has leveled up. There's still tons of volatility, and the bigger the market gets overall, the bigger the value of these market cap decreases overall is going to become as well. And market cap is obviously also not realized profit and loss either. If any of that didn't make sense or you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll talk about them there.